Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a surprise free live session for you guys. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of personal readings for you guys. Been working on a lot of yearly reviews. It's been so exciting, but I thought I would just take a little break and go live today. First of all, because I'm trying to test the live in my new location. I'm now in Spain and I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to be here for the next 3 months and it's so beautiful. I'm staying in this gorgeous village in Andalusia and it's just amazing. I'm loving it. And I had a beautiful little brunch this morning up on the terrace and I went on a gorgeous nature walk and I'm just feeling pumped and full of energy and thought I would go live because it's been a while. So it's great to connect with you guys. I'm going to be taking questions from you guys in a minute here. And there's so many of you guys. I wish I could answer everybody's questions. However, I'm intending that the questions that are answered today will somehow answer like all the questions that you guys have, like the collective, whoever's here in this chat. I'm just trusting that the questions that are answered will kind of help everybody. Also, we're going to start with a pick a card reading. That way everybody can actually get a message. So we'll start with a pick a card reading, then I'll take your questions. The way that I choose the questions, it's not whoever pops up on the screen right when I'm ready. I scroll through the questions. Like, even you might have asked a question minutes before I'm ready to choose an answer, and I will scroll and choose, and whatever question just kind of lights up to me or stands out, or I get that gut feeling like I'm supposed to answer this one, then I will. So there's really no order to it. It's not who asks first, who asks at the right time. So it's just whoever, I'm being guided to answer the question. So let's go ahead and start with a pick a card reading. I'm just going to pull a couple cards here. I think I'm just going to do 3. And it's just a really simple message. Like, what do you need to hear right now? So if you want to participate in this pick a card reading, all you have to do is just relax, take some deep breaths, and set your intention or ask your question or just open yourself to receiving a message and simply just choose a card here. So we've got number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I'll give you guys a second to choose a card. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. For anybody who just joined right now, we're doing a pick a card reading before I start answering specific questions. That way everybody can get a question answered today in the reading. So number 1, number 2, or number 3, which one are you going to choose? If you need to take a second and just like hover your left hand over each card on the screen to kind of see maybe if your hands start tingling or you feel some warmth or you feel drawn to a certain card, that's one of my favorite ways to choose a card and pick a card reading. All right, are you guys ready? And if you simply just want to hear all of these, then that's fine too. So we're gonna start with number 1, okay? So everybody pick, last chance to pick your card, number 1, number 2, number 3. All right, we're gonna get started, okay? So for those of you guys who choose number 1, let's see what we're getting, okay? So we got the 6 of Spring, and I'm just gonna read what the card says. It says, wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards. Success and public recognition. I feel like those of you guys who choose number 1 could be worried about your finances right now, or could just be thinking about wanting to increase finances or something that has to do with career, because this is definitely a career card. The spring energy in this deck is talking about new beginnings, something that's kind of starting over, like a seed that you've planted. And so with this card, I'm definitely getting this message that you've applied for a new job, or perhaps you've wanted to start some type of new venture, or like you're involved in some type of educational path, or you've kind of taken your first step in a new path that has to do with maybe exercising your creativity or going to the next level in your career or something like that. And I think that this is kind of news of like a harvest, because that spring energy is like things are growing, things are blossoming, things are blooming. You're seeing the fruits of your labors. And so This is saying that you've made smart choices and like rewards are coming, your harvest is coming. And then something about success and public recognition. Maybe some of you guys are wondering, like, should I do some type of career that's in the public eye? Or should I maybe do something that's in the entertainment industry? Or should I like put my music out there? Or should I like open an Etsy shop and sell like my paintings or my crafts? Or that's kind of something I'm thinking about with this card. And so this is saying like you're gonna get success. Like you maybe some of you guys have already started this. I see someone out there who started like a Depop or something like that, and they're like flipping their clothes or flipping vintage clothes, or they're trying to just do a little side hustle and like sell something online. And I actually feel like you're gonna get your first order, or you're gonna complete that website and it's gonna go really well. I don't know if there's anyone who's out there who resonates with that, but I just feel like I was meant to say that. And then this is like a unicorn here. I never really noticed that, but this is a unicorn, so it's definitely like dreams are gonna come true, expansion. Also, I see that this person is holding like this flag here. And there's like a symbol on it, and I feel like this is like her holding like I made this, like I did this thing, like I'm proud of it, I'm gonna show myself to the world, like I'm gonna put myself out there, marketing, networking, or something like that. So I hope that resonates with you. Good news is on the way. What a beautiful message for those of you guys who choose number 1. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose number 2, and just for anybody who just popped in, we're doing a pick a card reading. I'm going to upload this to the channel after so you can watch it. It'll be at the beginning and you can choose a card. Or maybe you popped in this message at this specific time to hear this specific card. So for those of you guys who choose number 2 for this pick a card reading, oh my gosh, what positive messages we're getting today. This is the Sun. So this card says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So the Sun is the happiest, most positive, most uplifting, most rewarding card in the entire tarot. If you're asking a yes or no question, then the Sun typically means yes. Okay, it's just a very positive card. This kind of reminds me of this message we just got, okay? But I feel like you're getting the Sun because for some people this might have to do with a male, because I see a male figure here. Maybe you have plans with like your partner or something to start a new venture or to move somewhere, or to even something small like decorate a room in your house, or perhaps to have a new child, another child, or something like that. Because I see something coming up about conception, conceiving a child, or like a new plan or idea that involves a male. And I don't think that's going to apply to all of you. For some of you guys, this could be a love message, like you have someone in your mind, you have this person on your mind, and you want to be in this commitment with them, or something like that. And this could be saying, yes, this person's going to come after you, they're going to pursue you. This card is telling you to trust your ideas. Trust the ideas and the insight you're getting right now. Currently, it's Mercury retrograde. So there's a lot of downloads you could be getting right now, a lot of ideas. Like I'm personally starting to get a lot of insight on like what needs to happen over the next couple of months, and like just getting a lot more clarity on like my goals right now. And my husband is too, so it's kind of funny. I feel like that could be a collective energy. Perhaps you're getting ideas and you're just like, I'm going to finish 2019 really strong and here's my plan. This is saying go for it because your ideas are going to work out perfectly. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose number 3, and this is a pick a card reading, if you just popped in, I'm just finishing up a pick a card reading, then I'm going to take specific questions, but perhaps you popped in right now because you're supposed to hear this card. Maybe this is your message. I'm so happy that we've gotten all positive messages here, because some of these messages in this deck here are a little hard to hear. You know, sometimes the tarot can get real with you, like blunt with you. Has that ever happened to you guys when you pull a card and you're just like, oh dang, I just got told by my tarot deck? But these are positive messages. This is the 10 of Winter, and for those of you guys who choose number 3, this says there's going to be a resolution of difficulties. A weight will be lifted off your shoulders. The end of an addiction or codependency. I see some people here who could be struggling with a healthy lifestyle or weight loss. I struggle with that too, you guys, and especially this time of year, like we're reaching for all the sweets and the pastries and all that good stuff. Maybe you're just really struggling and feeling kind of tired or overwhelmed, or there's some type of, because I see addiction to food or sugar or salts or fats coming up right now, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying life and indulging yourself and enjoying the beautiful pleasures of food and abundance, but maybe it's gotten to a point to where you're feeling sluggish and just not really feeling like your best self. So this says like you're gonna be able to shed this weight, or you're going to be able to feel stronger and feel better or get healthier. Like you're going to find yourself craving more healthful foods and more healthful beverages, and this is a person who's gone out into nature. Maybe you'll find yourself more drawn to getting outdoors and going on walks or hitting the gym. Like I just see this getting better for you and getting easier for you. Now, there could be people struggling with other types of addictions. So this is saying like maybe someone out there who's watching, or a couple people are struggling with an addiction. It could be alcohol, cigarettes, sex, drugs, whatever. You can be addicted to almost anything. And maybe for some of you guys, it's hard drugs. And I just kind of see like it's a battle, and it's just a journey you need to love yourself through. And like you're going to feel a weight lifted off your shoulders because help is coming through for you for that. This is also codependency. Maybe some of you guys are releasing codependent relationships. Maybe you're realizing how you're contributing to relationships or being codependent with another person, whether it's a parent or it's a friend or it's, whatever, your partner or something. Maybe you're learning how to become more independent and more strong on your own, and your relationships are getting healthier, or you're cutting out toxic relationships. So whatever this is, these difficulties in your life, they're just getting better. And this is over the winter. For some of you guys, it's winter where you're at right now. It's about to be winter. Like that's the season's going to be about releasing that, and like there's going to be this weight lifted off your shoulders and really positive energy coming in for you. So I hope that resonates. Those are some really great messages. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple questions now. I know a lot of you guys, when I finish one question, you try to type in as fast as you can, like your question for me, and that's cool, no problem. Type in your question whenever you want, but I do scroll back and use my intuition to pick whatever message feels best. So don't feel any pressure, just relax, ask your question when it feels right, and we'll just see what's going on here. So yeah, I'm scrolling through, seeing what messages, what questions coming up. Okay, so Sarah McCauley, I would love a card, please. My question is, what will be the outcome with my connection with Robert? Thank you so much, Promise. Aw, I love the little rainbows and butterflies and little sunflowers that you put. Okay, so what's the outcome of your connection with Robert? Okay, so you got this romantic connection and you're just kind of wondering, like, where is this headed? Like, what's gonna go down here? So let's pull you a couple cards. Looking pretty good so far. I mean, we just pulled manifesting abundance. This is talking about manifesting love, manifesting a connection. I feel like you are wanting something more serious with Robert. Of course, because of the way that you asked your question, but also just seeing these cards. This card is usually saying like you're manifesting your heart's desire. What we're seeing here is the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the heart chakra. The heart chakra obviously is about being open to love, being able to give and receive love and harmony. The sacral chakra is about feeling like balanced in a relationship and feeling really creative. And the root chakra is about like letting go of the past and being in the present and feeling grounded. I think that this is a message that, and look, here's sunflowers. You put sunflowers in your like emojis, which I thought was cute. Here they are in this card for you. I think this card is just saying there's a bright energy around you in this connection. This is a safe person for you to connect with. This is a harmonious relationship. And I always tell people, like, when you're connecting with someone in love or romantically, pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how your body feels. Pay attention to how your gut feels, because your energy centers in your heart and your gut are going to tell you whether someone is right for you or not. So do you feel that sinking tight feeling in your chest around them, or do you feel this softness and this openness? Do you feel like a little bit of butterflies in your stomach around them, and maybe a little bit of nervousness, but like basically just that fun, kind of happy and love kind of nervous feeling? Or do you feel that sinking kind of stomach and knots tightness in your gut, you know? And this is saying that the feelings and the energies around you in this connection are positive. Also, abundance. It's like you're receiving something. You're receiving something from this relationship. Playfulness, you know, this is saying there's definitely a fun energy here. There's definitely a romance here. This just kind of fell out of the deck. Romantic feelings. Robert definitely has romantic feelings for you. And so I would definitely explore this relationship more. It seems like you guys are going to go further in this. And this says this person is a soulmate of yours. And so I would be surprised if this didn't end in some type of commitment, or if you guys didn't define this relationship at some point. I see this relationship continuing for a while. This is a person that you were meant to connect with. This is someone who's come on your path to bring you lessons and to bring you amazing blessings. And so, you know, from what I see here, open your heart to this connection and enjoy it. It's definitely an important person in your life. So I hope that resonates with you. Thanks so much for asking a question. You guys, every time I go live, I try to do some type of giveaway or some type of special offer. Today I'm offering, and actually for the next couple days, I'm offering 15% off of any of my readings on my website. All you have to do when you check out is just enter in the code HARMONY. It's really easy. Just type in HARMONY and try writing it in all caps. I don't think it matters if you do lowercase, uppercase, but that's how I entered in the code. So just type in Harmony. You can get 15% off anything on my website. If you want to, you know, find out where my website is, just go to my About section or click on any of my videos. The information is everywhere. You can find it in the description of any of my videos, the comments of any of my videos. Or if you just want to write it down right now, it's promiseharmony.com/services. Promise is my name. Harmony, promiseharmony.com/services. So yeah, you can get 15% off anything on my site. I just restocked everything. My love readings were out of stock. My 2020 yearly reading was out of stock. And I just got a bunch of work done. So now is a pretty good time to order if you want to get your reading in a decent amount of time. I also have same day readings available and readings that are available, emergency readings that are available for anybody who just like wants a reading like now. You know, I've got options for that. Okay. Okay, so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Yelarinov. I think that's beautiful. Your name looks gorgeous. Yelarinov King. I'm currently unemployed and I don't know what kind of job to apply for. Any career guidance or advice? Okay, so first I'm gonna, just before I pull cards, just give a little bit of advice. Thanks for being open to that. You need to think about, if you're unemployed, the first thing you need to do is build a solid foundation. You want to be able to, of course, keep the lights on, keep a roof over your head, keep food on your table. So when it comes to, you know, getting a job when you're unemployed, obviously any job is going to be helpful to you. But generally, when you're trying to build a good foundation in your life, finding a job where you can get paid the most to work as little as possible or to be able to have a job that's maybe just a little bit less stressful could be helpful to you. Because I kind of sense you're at a place in your life right now where you're not really sure what you want to do with your career. I'm not sure if you went to college or not. I have a feeling in this case it doesn't really matter. But I kind of see you being able to build a career or build a lifestyle that really suits you, okay? First, you just need to get a job. I feel like this job is what you're looking for. You might not be able to find it in a job. I think right now it's not about finding your dream job. I think it's about just building a foundation so that you can walk the path to creating or finding your dream job. Okay, so right now, we're gonna look into some options for you of what could fit. But remember, don't expect this job that you're gonna get to be like absolutely amazing and super fulfilling and like you're settled. I kind of feel like you have some work to do. This job needs to be the least stressful as possible and provide for you, somewhat, so that in your time off of work, evenings, weekends, or days off or whatever, you can spend that time exploring and discovering and trying new things and kind of reconnecting with yourself to figure out what you want to do with your career. Our career is what we spend a lot of our time doing. So that's why it's so important to figure out what your talents and gifts are and to figure out what you enjoy so you can build a lifestyle that really suits you and so that your career kind of blends seamlessly into your life or becomes a part of your life. And that's not something that comes overnight. Sometimes it's not just like getting a job and that's the answer. For some people you need to create your job or you need to learn new skills or you might find you have some type of change you need to make. So, for instance, I have a friend that worked in an office for many years and liked that, but she realized like this isn't really suiting me. I don't like being like I don't like what I'm doing here. Like I want to have my own business. I want to like be a CEO. I want to be a boss. So she went back to school. She got her master's and she like got into an industry, worked her way up to where she could be in that position. She just realized with what her situation was, what her education was and stuff, there's only so far she could go. I feel like you're in that point where maybe there's only so far you can go and more education could be needed or just self-education or something like that might be needed for you, but this job seems more kind of like something that's just going to get you your foundation. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Okay, so here's some things to consider when you're looking for a new job. The first thing that says, this is the card that's talking about being afraid, like fear, but it's reversed. So the message for you is like, don't be afraid. There's a job out there like with your name on it, and it's going to be really great for you. And this is saying it's kind of a new path. It's something you might not have done before, something you wouldn't consider. The thing about this job is that there's going to be some really great people. This is the reunion card talking about like soul family. You're going to be meeting people that are going to enrich your life and become good friends, and it's going to be a good environment. I feel like in the past in work, maybe you were in a toxic workplace, toxic work culture, or you had to leave the situation because either you kind of got cast out of the job or you like just couldn't handle it anymore. So you're still kind of going through this healing process, building up your confidence, your self-respect, your self-esteem to go out there and make this happen. And that's one of the things that really tests you when you're going out to get a lot of jobs is you do have to really pull up your self-respect because you're going to get a lot of no, 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 when you're trying to get a job, when you're going to go to a lot of interviews, you're going to get a lot of feedback and stuff, and it might kind of be hard after a while. Remember that if you go out for a job that somebody else ends up getting, be happy for that person because they were meant to get that job. Like it was destined to be for them. They were blessed by that, and that's a sign that you will find the job that's meant for you and you'll be blessed by that too. Okay. I see something about you landing a job closer to the end of winter. You might need to get something temporary or something seasonal. I see one job and then that's just a couple months or something that feels temporary, and then perhaps closer to the spring or in the spring you land something that's like a lot more like long term or like better for you. So the messages that I'm kind of getting are saying just look for something now, that anything to kind of sustain you. You have to make a decision. It might not really be about what kind of job should I get. It's like just get a job right now. and then you'll have more time to kind of think about what you want. In the spring, you're going to land something. I just see this message to tell you that you might not end up getting the kind of job that you want right now, but you'll get something that's going to be stable and like relatively stress free, and you'll find some good coworkers and friends through it. There'll be a lot of synchronicities, a lot of blessings as a part of it, really good abundance, and then you'll be able to think more about like what you really want. This seems like you're kind of in a cycle, a 2-year cycle of getting on the true path in your career. You might not, with this job that's coming next, it might not be that, it might not be it yet, if that makes sense. So those are the messages that are coming up. As far as like what kind of job, I know that's what you asked. I just kind of see like, don't delay, just get something. Apply for everything that's open, that just seems good for, decent for you. Trust your gut when you're looking at job descriptions. If something feels off or just doesn't feel like what you'd want to do, don't apply, And so this is saying get out there, make it happen. So I hope that resonates with you. A lot of abundance coming in your life. I do see like a really cool path for you and your job and your career expanding to a place you never would have thought possible within the next 2 years. So I hope that resonates with you. And I'm going to take another question. So let's see who's next. It's so hard, you guys. You asked so many good questions. Okay, so Barry Martinez, promise please help me. I think my boss has a crush on me. I'm a Scorpio, he's a Pisces. Please help me. Oh gosh. Well, here's the thing, okay? A lot of people do meet, the person that they marry or one of the loves of their life at work. So I think what's important here is to ask yourself how you feel, if you have feelings for your boss too, and you're kind of, feeling the vibes and you want to explore this, and that's great. Just know that a lot of jobs and a lot of companies do have rules about that, and do have, that's something that could be grounds to get you fired or something. So if it's really important to you and you want to explore the relationship, you might want to start looking for another job, or look into your company's policy, or see if there's a way you can transfer branches or go to another shift. I've been in that situation before. I was the boss, and one of my coworkers, we were actually the same age, but I was the boss, and one of my coworkers, I dated them. And like we had to report it to HR, and then he got moved to another branch that was like 20 minutes away. And then whenever he would work at my branch, he would work different days than me, and I wasn't allowed to supervise him. So in my job, we were able to work it out. And funny enough, a lot of people at that job I worked ended up getting married. A lot of people it just happens. You're around people all the time, and sometimes that's how the universe will place people together. So, and I've seen situations where people have had to get another job or had to kind of keep it secret for a while and do that whole thing. I mean, forbidden romance can be really sexy, but sometimes it can be, if it's going to cost you your living, your fortune, it's something you really want to think about, and communication with that person is key. Now, if you're not feeling the vibes, if this feels inappropriate to you, then that's a whole other thing. I mean, that could fall underneath sexual harassment. So if this is unwanted attention, if you're feeling kind of like this isn't right, or this person is creeping me out, then definitely, start taking notes about what this person's doing, and document it and get witnesses, and you might want to take that to HR and report it as sexual harassment if it crosses a line, or you can set a boundary with your boss. You shouldn't have to put up with that working somewhere. And I've dealt with that in workplaces, being sexually harassed or getting unwanted attention. It's hard when it's your boss, because you're like, I don't want to lose my job, I don't want to do this. But in most places, there's laws that will protect you from that. You shouldn't have to quit or get fired, Sometimes it ends up in a lawsuit, So I know you don't want the drama and stuff. I kind of sense that it's just a weird situation for you. So the best thing you can do is just have boundaries. And if you feel like your boss is being harsh with you because you're not returning their advances or not flirting back, then that's technically retaliation, and you can talk to HR about that. Or there's companies out there, there's resources out there that can help you fight back, or you can report it to corporate, or there's always like a chain of command you can go up. It's frustrating, but I would just say start documenting things if it's that situation, and just trust your gut and try to avoid them and just chill it out. If that's the case, I'm really sorry. Okay, so I'm just giving you some real life advice here. I'll pull a couple cards, but yeah. Unfortunately, I know a lot about that topic because I've been through it. I have friends who've been through it. A lot of us women have been through that kind of stuff. So this does say if you do have feelings for your boss too, it's okay to express your love or a romance or something. It's something that might need to be talked about. I have a feeling if it's that case, you guys might be flirting a little bit for a while, and it'll be something that's kind of just under the rug, and let them make the move since they're the boss. Let them make the move, or like talk to you about romance, and you guys will have to kind of figure it out if that's the case. So this says it is safe for you to love. If you do have feelings for them, you can work it out. You're not the only person that's fallen in love with the boss. You could work it out. It could mean some changes in your life or having to move things around, but it can work out. It worked out for me at one point in my life. It could work out for you. But the most important thing is, what do you want? Maybe that's something you need to think about. The cards can't always tell you what to feel. That's up to you. That's your feelings. But the guidance is like, if you do want to go for this, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I hope that resonates with you. That was such an interesting question. I wonder if anyone else out there can relate. So, all right, I'm scrolling through now and seeing who I want to pull cards for. Okay, Stella Lee, what are your psychic and spiritual gifts? I've got my old faithful psychic and spiritual gift deck here. I hope the lighting is okay, you guys. The sun is setting here. Okay, so first gift that I'm getting for you, Stella, is the gift of automatic writing. So it doesn't mean that you're just writing all the time. Just automatically, and you can't stop. No, automatic writing is the ability to write without consciousness. So when you write, it's almost as if something else takes over you completely. So you're going to be really good at writing. You might text someone and you want to just say one line and you end up texting a paragraph. When it's time to sit down and write an essay, the words are just going to flow. When you might write really long social media posts, or the words that you choose are really maybe simple or eloquent. This also means you're really gifted with words and communication. I've seen people who have this gift of automatic writing who have no desire to write a book, who really don't like to write, but they love to talk. They love to speak, and so they're just talk, talk, talk all the time. Guess who has this gift? I do. Sometimes I call this the gift of gab, So you're just gifted with words, you're gifted with communication. You could be a very good writer. And some people have this gift of automatic writing and they're like, well, I'm not a good writer. But being a good writer doesn't necessarily mean you've got to write all these crazy fancy words and write novels. Like maybe you'll be someone who's really good at writing copy, or like writing headlines, or there's jobs out there for that. Like for websites, when they're, let's say for like a clothing website where they're selling clothes, you could be the person that gets to name what the dress is called and describe it and like write all the stuff for the website. There's actually jobs you can do with this, whether you're a writer or you're a speaker or you're a comedian or like you're on stage or something. There's actually jobs you can use this for. I also would say something good for you would to be to keep a journal, writing down your thoughts, writing down your feelings. You might have certain realizations or ideas that come to you just through writing and moving your hands. Sometimes, some people who have this gift feel as if they could communicate with their spirit guides or their ancestors or whatever when they're writing things down and just letting their hands flow. I find that people who are automatic writers are also really like big doodlers. They like to doodle things, or like little, there could be signs or symbols that come through that, or ideas that kind of come through. And yeah, you're really good with communication. It doesn't matter how eloquent you are, the way that you speak, people understand and it resonates with people. So this is a really beautiful gift. I'm just going to keep it at that. I could probably pull more of your gifts, but I think this one's the biggest one you have, or one that's like really being developed right now. So yeah, you can even do more research on this. So yay. I hope that resonates with you. So just scrolling through, you guys. Do, 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 do. Okay, so Vinny, what are the chances of G and I talking, and what is the final outcome? Should I try talking to them? Can you clarify this connection? So those are a lot of questions. I would love to do like a full personal reading for you on this one, but I'm just going to answer like, should you wait for them to reach out to you, or should you reach out to them? This is a reading I love doing, and I've done it for myself before. We're just looking into options here. I think the tarot is really great for that. So, what would the outcome be if you reached out to them? And what if you just waited for them to reach out to you? Would that happen? Would that be better? I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Okay, so if you reach out to them, I mean, right here in the middle, it says worth waiting for. I'm going to read the rest of the cards, but I feel like that's the answer. You might want to wait and maybe perhaps allow them to come to you. And this says the distorted feminine. This card is talking about like we all have aspects of the divine feminine and also the distorted feminine in us. The distorted feminine is kind of an energy of like anxiety or hopelessness or neediness or fear, insecurity or doubt or worry. And so, I mean, I've been there before. I think we all have. And so this could be talking about that's where you're at currently regarding this situation. Maybe feeling a little desperate for this person, or feeling confused about the situation, or just really wanting to know where you guys stand. That's completely fine. It's totally fine to have those feelings. It's totally natural when you're feeling such strong emotions for someone and you're confused, you don't know what to do. But this is also saying that you're worried a lot right now. This says you're focused on what frightens and what worries you. If you reach out to this person from that type of energy, it could kind of cause a bit of a clash, is what I'm feeling. You might want to wait until you feel more peaceful, or until this intense energy has passed, to reach out to this person, so that you can reach out from a place of love and not reaching out from a place of fear. And then this is the world reverse, which is like, don't go out, like, don't reach out. And this says, trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. There's a reason that you're having these feelings. There's a reason that you feel this connection to this person. There's a reason that this person has crossed your path, to teach you certain lessons and blessings. And maybe right now it's a little unclear over whether or not you and this person are supposed to have this romantic connection, or maybe just this process you're going through with this person, and these emotions and feelings are just here to kind of help clear some energies out of you. And that's happened to me before. I was like really into somebody, and like this longing, this neediness, this connection, this confusion, and wanting to reach out to them, which I did a couple times, and just I eventually realized that like my feelings are real, my love is real, but maybe that purpose of that person in that situation in my life wasn't something that was meant to be like we come together, live happily ever after. Maybe it was more just about the process that I went through during that time of the longing and the desire and the confusion. So trust the process is kind of a message here. Trust the process. Now let's see, what would happen if you waited. This is you like coming to a place of just feeling sacred and whole and confident and worthy within yourself. This is also saying like you can send good vibes to this person if you want to connect with them. If you're, if it's too much right now to reach out, And the cards are kind of saying it might be. Something you can do is write this person a letter. Now, don't send the letter. Just write down everything you feel, everything you want to say to them, everything you're confused about. And then you can just intend that the letter, like that the message and the energy, like that they receive it, which they will. They will receive it in the 5D. Their energy will receive it. And then you can take the letter and you can rip it up or you can burn it. If you wanted to go even deeper, what you can do is you can meditate. You can just play some relaxing waterfall music because water kind of stimulates your emotional energy. Take some deep breaths, lay down on your bed or a couch and or on your yoga mat and clear your chakras, or just slowly relax every inch of your body. And then you can imagine yourself walking in a beautiful nature location such as a beach, walking and noticing the sights and the smells and the sounds, and just really feel present in that moment in your meditation, like as real as possible. And then slowly imagine this person that's on your mind approaching you on this beautiful beach. Make out their hair, the expression on their face, the clothing that they're wearing, their energy, and slowly picture them approaching you. And then you can imagine that you're sitting down face to face with this person and you can speak to them and tell them everything you feel, what you need to say. And you can even allow a space for their energy or for their spirit to speak to you. And then you can do some type of healing exercise, like cutting any cords of negativity or anxiety or fear or worry between you and this person, or chanting the Hawaiian Hopo'ono, like I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I am free and you are free. So I know I'm kind of going on and on about this one, but I think there's a lot of people here who need to hear this message, not knowing should I reach out to somebody, feeling like in separation with someone and like what should I do, but like feeling a lot of anxiety and needing to get centered and get clarity. I truly believe that if somebody wants to reach out to you, then they will. If somebody wants to connect with you, they will. Sometimes you need to kind of knock on the door and see if they'll open it. So, if you run into this person smiling at them or talking to them, or maybe commenting on a social media picture, or like giving a heart or something, whatever, like, but if someone wants to contact you, they will. So this is you standing in your integrity. This says you deserve love. You deserve someone who's going to pursue you, who's going to come at you. And if this person isn't right now, trust that. You do. I'm super feminist, so I think if you want something, go out there and get it. If this is a male female situation, gender doesn't really have anything to do with it. But if you feel like you can't talk to somebody or pursue somebody because, oh, they're the man, they're supposed to pursue you, I think that's bullshit. But I'm feeling into the energies here and almost seeing like this door has been closed with you and this person, and it's almost like you don't want to beg. And so, yeah, this is kind of saying like, there could be something else coming in love, and this is a message telling you to, let your friends help you right now. If you're feeling lonely, open up to your friends about it, cry on someone's shoulder, talk to someone that you care about it and you have a lot of support around you. So I hope that resonates. I wish I could do like a whole thing on this, but I think that hopefully this will help you find the clarity you need right now. Definitely spend some more time meditating on it and make a choice that feels best to you, no matter what the cards say. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I just wanted to shout out to anyone who's here that I am offering 15% off anything on my site. This is a secret sale I'm just mentioning here to you guys during this live. I'm not mentioning it on any posts or anything. All you have to do is just go to my website, and to get 15% off, you just type in the code HARMONY at checkout. So just type in HARMONY at checkout. It'll automatically apply 15% off to your purchase. And you guys know what's up. I've got love readings. I've got yearly, if you want a reading for 2020, I've got that. If you want to Skype with me and talk one-on-one and just hang out and pull cards, we can do that. If you need a reading like today, right now, I have a same day reading available that you can purchase. I pretty much got it all, so check out my website, promiseharmony.com/services. You can find it by going to any of the videos on my channel and just kind of looking around or going to my about section. I just wanted to let you guys know, for anyone who's here who's interested in that. But don't feel pressured to purchase a reading. You guys know that just being here and hanging out with me or liking my videos or subscribing goes a long way to helping me and like supporting this work I do. And I'm just glad you guys are here. So Anyways, I gotta get going because I have some more readings to do for people who've ordered. It's my daily hustle, but I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I will definitely be going live probably around the same time next week, the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this session. I had so much fun chilling with you all, and I'll see you guys later. Oh my gosh, is it 11:11 today? Really? I didn't even notice. Oh, Elisa Moonlight says, have a great 11:11. Oh my gosh, how cool is it? I went live on 11:11. No wonder I'm feeling so like magical and synchronistic today. Oh, that's so great. All right, you guys, I'll see you later, okay? Peace out.